bro. We were on a family trip to a temple. That was a 3 days journey. And we were traveled in a train. And everyone was enjoying the rhythmic sound of the train, and the laughter, and snacking around, and talking with each other, and sharing the stuff. And everyone was happy around me. Except me. I was super bored, out of my mind. Being the youngest in that group, I did what every boy could do. I grabbed one of my relatives' mobile and started switching across the apps and looking into their photos for the nth time and did the same old thing and showing the pictures that I have seen and uh, and you know right what we do as a kid, and it felt like a mirage in the middle of the desert for me, and I was super happy having the phone in my hand, and after some times I got super bored with the mobile too. So I thought of clicking some photos of my relatives and capturing the moment that we traveled. And I scrolled down and took the search bar and tagged C. And there was two apps popped up. One is Chrome and another one is Camera. Accidentally clicked on the Chrome browser and there it was. 20 left open tabs in the screen that is floating around. I just took the mobile, I grabbed the mobile closer to my eyes and cleared one by one, skimming through each and every one of the tabs. And I just scrolled, done, and everything was done. And two tabs were left at the end. And the final one was the one that was the porn website left uncleared and opened in the tab. And that was my first exposure to and even a very small glimpse that I had as a video, and that I will continue in the later part what happened lately. My palms get sweaty, literally sweaty. I can't hold the mobile, it's slimy and everything because of the tension I got while watching, and my face got straight and no reaction was there in my face. I was dead watching the screen, and my feet feel disorganized, and my hair is literally coming out of my ear just to calm me down. And I literally felt very nauseous after watching the small glimpse of the video. And for the very first time, I felt something totally different in my genitals. The rock hard feel in my genitals, and I couldn't believe that that day would become the day of the serious addiction in my life. And the thought lingering in my mind. The night fell, and everyone went to their respective courts. We have three courts on this side, and two on the other side. My court was on the left-hand top corner. This was my court, and I was lying on the bed, and everyone fell asleep, and I was wide awake. I couldn't even sleep. I just staring the metal ceiling in front of my eyes. And every time I close my eyes, there's one snap of thoughts. Like the video is running here and there. And I couldn't close my eyes. And like it felt like it was ingrained in my skull and downloaded to my brain, and it was digested by my brain. Each and every scene by scene I was literally see while I'm closing my eyes. The trip ended, we came back home, and I haven't revisited the website for a while. But the novelty of the exposure asked me just one more time. Just see one more time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I avoided the voice in my head, and I haven't revisited the website at least for a while. Yes. I was in my 11th grade, exactly 6 years ago. Every morning, my alarm would go off by 3 a.m. And after I wake up, I grab my mobile, get some water, have some water, get straight into kitchen, and adjust the kitchen's screen and turn off the light and take my mobile from the pocket and open the Chrome browser and started searching the brain rotting websites and get straight into the website and look possibly every journal and it become a ritual for me, literally a daily ritual. And after that, I make sure the history is cleared. I come back from the kitchen. I take my study materials and open it and start to study, but I couldn't because the video I watched previously dragged me back to the same thought of the video. I don't have much thing going in my head other than that, other than the recent video I just watched. While studying, I felt very dirty and rotten, like a thick, musky fog is all over me, and it was very anxious for me to stay like that. And the only thing that's in my mind is just to do that again, again, and again. But this time in shower. And get in the shower and complete my streak without mobile. What has to done has been done, and I get back and make sure nothing left on the Chrome browser to double check if everything is alright. And I get ready, have some food and breakfast, a glass of milk, and I go to school in the government bus, and I can't and barely give eye contact to the girls, to the females of my age. I can't even talk with a bold voice like this. That was very devastating by that time. And everyone in my school used to call me a study woodman. You know what a study woodman? It's now called as it's known as a so-called sigma male crap in the modern society. And everyone watching you know what I'm talking about. You're the reason. You are in that situation. But the truth is, I had zero friends, no female interaction, and nothing till 11th grade. I even pretended I don't know Tamil just to avoid social interactions. In social interactions, Tamil is my native language. One thing made all my student life miserable, and I don't want you to be left alone like that because I don't have anyone to talk about that. I got you, you got me. I just came out of the bubble and the cycle and the self-pity cycle which I was in, and it's very difficult to come out of it. And I will show you how you can come out of it without any judgment. We can. And it made all realms of the student life of me miserable. I just want to watch porn and ejaculate, and ejaculate. And right after completing it, I feel miserable. I was totally off of myself. And I say to myself, this will be my last video. And the day never came in my life. Ever. I got my own mobile right after completing my schooling. I peek into the website whenever I wanted, whatever time I wanted, even it's maybe morning or evening or afternoon or the middle of the night, or when I'm getting to this every time I have access 24/7 or 7 days a week or an entire year. And I did everything. And I watched literally every single journal the website could provide. I'm just ashamed of my younger self. Just ashamed. And I started doing the heinous act on a regular basis. And just to get a sudden high and just to ejaculate. I just did that alone. If you are not ashamed of your younger self, that means you haven't grown yet. I literally feel like if I took my 6 months back photos, I feel very different. Whether if that was me, no. You have to change every 6 months, or at least for a year. You have to change yourself. You have to grow little by little each and every year, and that gives you a sense of accomplishment or a purpose or a drive to grow. If you don't do this, sorry brother, you are not going to win in life. You are going to fail miserably. And at some point, numb my sense also were numbed. I don't know what else in my mind. The only thing that's lingering in my mind, it's all around 24/7 in my mind was pornography. And even in my school, I can't focus on my board. At least more than 5 minutes, more than a minute, I can't focus on my board. And my grade got worse and worse. I literally alone. I don't have any friends. I so-called hand-pickable friends for me, just one to do here and there. And that's it. I don't have much. And that cycle, and that made me get into the cycle again. No one is there, so I'm going to watch porn. I'm going to ejaculate. And no one is there. I'm going to watch porn. I'm going to ejaculate. And the cycle goes on and on and on. You could imagine the men's life, the student life was filled with porn. I'm here. See, that was my students' years. And I know many of you could relate to this because I walk the walk and talk the talk to you right now. I don't want you to feel left behind, and I don't want you to be in that situation which I was then, because I don't have anyone to talk about this. I thought it was shameful to talk about that. It was a sin watching porn and masturbating. I don't know that was normal. Masturbating is normal. They're back then. So, if you're watching this, I don't want you to be the guy who logged in the cycle of self-pity and shame anymore. And I promise you, this one video could change your life completely. If you are not praying for the product, then you are the product. And the price you are paying is your attention, and which drives today's economy on a larger scale. Have you ever thought why they are providing porn easy access to everyone, even though you have a paid subscription? Why the baseline is free? Have you ever thought of that? You don't have anything to think because your brain is filled with porn. You can't even read a single page of the book. You are that degenerated you are. I'm not more unmotivating you, but I'm not here to give a pep talk to you and motivate you, and not that like shit. I'm not going to do that. Have you ever thought why it is free? Because I will give you the answer. Just listen to me. You may think I'm arrogant and I'm a bit hard. Yes, I'm a bit hard because you are wasting your younger life. I don't want you to waste your life, your student life, or your precious time on this planet just on a screen to watch porn, ejaculate, and hijacked by dopamine. I don't want you to do that and get into that. It's because the easiest way to destroy a society is just by destroying anyone like you and me and everyone whoever is watching it. Trust me, that's the easiest way. They don't want us to think outside the box and see what is outside the point of view that we already have and has. And the young men have a brain which is just fired with the neurons and have enough capabilities to learn anything and whatever it wants. And every time we can learn at the rapid rate, like a high intelligent kid in your hometown or whoever you knows, and we can heal like anything. But we are wasting our potential in the screen and watching porn. the society, the controlling power that puts the junk in our mind, and we are seeing and consuming that junk and eating that junk, and the dopamine is released and making to want, and whenever the itch is coming on our mind, it want the dopamine is released, and it says to the brain that where you already got this thing, go get there, it's free, we are providing it, for you, the whenever you want it's there, just the access, just you connect your Wi-Fi or your data connection to your mobile, and you can watch and consume and get mentally masturbated, also masturbating physically, and, and, and throw off your life forces, and get down and get depressed, and kill yourself, and do every possible thing you can, and stay as a loser, and die as a loser, and be a loser, and become a loser. That's what society wants from us as a young man. But we should not get into the trap. We want to break out of that. And I don't want you to get into that cycle. You can't possibly think. Just answer me. Just answer me this question honestly. Have you ever read a book? Or ever read a page in a book? You ever? How many books have you read till today? Comment me your age and the number of books you have read with the name. You can't. You can't say. I am not saying about the textbooks. You won't do that. I'm not talking about textbook. I'm talking about the actual books like this. You can see right like this. These are my previous collection. So think about it. So easiest way is to destroy men like us. So don't ever get into your mobile and type anything related to exotic film or B-grade film or anything to get a momentary high. Stop that. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not here to give some pep talk to you and get motivated. And I'm not going to ask to leave a kind of comment like, and type no more porn or porn free guy. I am going to be a man from today. No, I don't want that. I just want what you are going to do right after watching this video. Are you going to be a degenerate again and get and have the momentary high and getting into some grind mode, some hardcore mode, some mode you're getting, and after sometimes you're getting again to the normal because your dopamine is high right now. Once it declines, that's the real motivation is happening. That's the real control is happening over there, the valley over here. That's the period. That's the real test for you if you are digested this video. I don't want your comments. Just leave your whatever you're going to do right after watching this video. Don't ever take this as a motivation porn. I don't want porn anymore in your life. Take care.